All right, everybody. Good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. We've got some breaking news here, so we're going to do a little bit of a later than usual video. We've got a scheduling update for the Seattle Seahawks. Sunday Night Football just concluded a few minutes ago. Really good game, by the way. Kind of ended the way the Seahawks would have preferred that it not end, although I don't know. There are definitely some Seahawks fans out there that are going to be kind of happy that our game has stakes for both sides now. So, maybe not, maybe not. It depends on your perspective here, but, with the Niners winning just now on Sunday Night Football, the game that we play next week, Seahawks versus 49ers, is now for basically everything. Maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but the point is, whoever wins that game is getting the 1 seed. Whoever doesn't win is getting a wild card, so there's a lot at stake. So there are going to be a lot of eyes on that game. All right, guys, let's take a minute so I can tell you about Sleeper, a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat on sports games in real time with other users. You can get the fastest scores, blazing fast sports news and sports alerts right at your fingertips. And of course, you can use Sleeper to play in fantasy leagues and win real money on picks contests. This is the way sports were meant to be enjoyed together. So download Sleeper today. Use promo code SBN to get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. And you can pair that with another promo they have right now where you can get a $20 entry free with no deposit required. So get both of those things going. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states and growing. So check out Sleeper today. Get to it and go have some fun with sports this year. Okay, so because of that, they're going to put the game in prime time. Now, we have not gotten the hammer. A lot of people will say that we should have gotten the hammer because it is the game for the 1 seed, but that is not the way things have broken out. So here's what we got for next week. And this basically came hot off the press right after the game ended, so they had it lined up. But this is different from what was listed previously. So Saturday, the Seahawks play the night game. You have Panthers Bucks at 4:30, so that's 1:30 our time. So 1:30 afternoon game, Panthers Bucks, winner takes the division, loser goes home. And then the night game on Saturday is Seahawks Niners. So that's going to be a 5 o'clock start for Seattle. And the winner gets the 1 seed, the loser gets a wild card spot. So there's a lot of stakes, but it's not win or done. I think both the Seahawks and the 49ers have a decent amount of confidence that they can get a wild card spot, go on the road, and still make a deep playoff run and maybe even win the Super Bowl. So it's not like this is for everything, but the stakes are high. And because it's not for everything, as you can see in this tweet from Schefter, they've decided to put another game in the Sunday night slot. Now, Baltimore at Pittsburgh for Sunday Night Football, that's the hammer. That's kind of the big game of the week in the mind of the NFL. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. On the one hand, this is one of the big rivalries in football over the last couple of decades. It's probably a more nationally known rivalry than Seattle San Fran or Carolina Tampa Bay. And this is a game where the division title is on the line, a playoff spot is on the line. Possible the loser fires their coach, by the way. I think there's a very good chance whoever loses this game fires their coach. But we don't even know if Lamar Jackson's going to play. The Steelers don't have DK Metcalf. Like, it's also kind of a slop game too, right? Like we saw what Pittsburgh did today against Cleveland. I look at that game and I think to myself, are we sure this one's going to be all that different? I know Baltimore has a really bad defense compared to Cleveland, but they've been playing better lately. And I don't know. It feels like one of those games that could end like 10-6 or 9-6 or something like that. Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a great game. It'll probably be a competitive game. Like, I know Derrick Henry went off today, or excuse me, last night. Derrick Henry had one of the best games of his career. But is he really likely to just replicate that? Is he really likely going to be able to roll out of bed and do that twice in a row? Probably not. So I think you're looking at a pretty lackluster game with a lot at stake. So I don't know if I agree with putting that at the hammer spot. I do honestly feel like the hammer spot would have been better off going to Seattle versus San Fran, because that should be a great game. That game is two teams that are playing really good football right now. I know Seattle's had problems on offense. San Fran has some problems on defense too, by the way, as you guys saw tonight. But those are two good teams that are playing pretty damn close to the height of their power right now. So I don't know if I agree with it. I understand that Baltimore Pittsburgh is win or go home. It's basically a playoff game. So is Carolina Tampa. I don't know. Those games could be kind of slop fest though. Like we saw what Carolina did today, right? They passed the ball like a team from the 1920s. And Tampa Bay has been terrible for like 2 months, maybe more. So I look at these games and I'm like, yeah, there's more at stake, but the teams are also playing much worse. So I don't know. I don't know. It's not a big deal. I don't mind playing on Saturday. We get the night game. We're going to have the eyes of the nation on us regardless. We don't need to be playing on Sunday Night Football. It does mean there's going to be a slightly quicker turnaround, right? So there's going to be less time for Shaheed to get back. There's going to be less time for a guy like Charles Cross or Kobe Bryant to get back. But there's also going to be less time for George Kittle to get back. And they've already said that they think he's going to be back for next week. We'll see. There's going to be less time for Trent Williams to get back because he got hurt tonight. So they've got problems on that end too. So we'll see which way it ends up shaking out. But we are playing Saturday night, 5 Pacific. It's basically Saturday Night Football. And I know Saturday Night Football is not really a thing, but let's pretend that it is for a second. If it exists, that's the game that we got. So all the other games of less importance, or in some cases basically no importance, take place during the meat of the day on Sunday. All right, so let me know what you guys think about this. I know there's going to be some disappointment we didn't get the hammer, but maybe some people will like getting our game done with earlier, and then we can just enjoy Sunday without worrying about the Seahawks. Personally, I'm relatively indifferent to it. I do think that in light of the fact that our game is most likely going to be the game that is fun to watch and good and entertaining, I think it should be the hammer, but it's also not a big deal to me personally, as long as I get to watch the game. Okay, so video's coming tomorrow. Gonna have a video go live on Bleacher Report as well. Let's see, what else do we got here? I think that's really about it. Look for the Hawks Nest stream this week to go a day early, by the way, probably on Wednesday, because we want to miss the holiday. And yeah, good stuff, people. All right, I'll see you guys later on. Go Hawks, have a good night, and Seahawks playing at 5 on Saturday.